What up, what up, what up, what up? Yep. I ain't got a lot of time. I'm gonna wait a couple seconds, see some people get on. Time for me to make my dress. My Red Rover dress. Alright. My wife is in Winco right now, so I got a couple minutes to talk about whatever. You know what I'm saying? I will wait till I get back home, but it'll be too late. And if I can save this, I'll post it somewhere on YouTube. But yeah, so today is International Stop Rapping Over Vocals Day. As you know, July 25th is International Stop Rapping Over Vocals Month. So I'm going to give you a little bit of history, why these days and why this month is a thing, and what's the purpose of International Stop Rapping Over Vocals Day and month. So, 4 years ago today, I was in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I just came back from the week before. I was in Oakland, and while I was in Oakland, the homegirl Crystal Cameron, she made a joke before I left. She was like, Marcel, you don't need a sound check because you rap over vocals. I'm like, wait, huh? And she was joking about it. And I noticed, like, everywhere I went that particular year, people would come up to me and say something about me ranting about rapping over vocals. I'm glad you say something about it. Blah, 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 blah. So, I was in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I was with my man Wally. Wally works for the Music Resource Center, whatever. He teaches kids how to rap and record and mix and engineer and produce and things like that. So he was at work. I had a show that night in Cincinnati. He was at work, and I was in one of the side studios, and the spirit of KRS-One just hit me, and I felt like talking about how much I dislike over vocals rap. And so I made a series of posts, and I shared it again if you look at my timeline somewhere. I made about maybe 10, 11 posts ranting about how I don't like over vocals rap, making jokes, right? And each post got a whole bunch of likes, and each post got shared a lot of comments. And like, I feel like that day was the day I was solidified as the leader of the Stop Rapping Over Vocals movement. Hey Glow, what's up? Right? I got solidified as the leader of the Stop Rapping Over Vocals movement. Now, it wasn't until April of 2019 where the actual Red Rove acronym came, the Real MCs Don't Rap Over Vocals came. What had happened was, I had 3 shows, me and my man Illadope, you know what I'm saying, the DJ for Clisso Forces. Me and him, we did 3 shows. We was in Greensboro, North Carolina, Roanoke, Virginia, and Charlottesville, Virginia, right? So I get off the plane in Raleigh, and they lose my bags. And all my bags are gone. Well, I got my clothes, but I didn't have my merch bag, right? My merch bag ended up going to St. Louis, and I had to come back and get it in Richmond, but that's neither here nor there, right? So anyways, we go to, so I don't have any bags. So the first show I do, I don't have any merchandise, right? And so the next day, we leave Greensboro, North Carolina, and he was like, look, man, we can go to the middle of the mall, and we can get somebody to make you some shirts, right? Just so you can have some shirts to sell. He was like, if I go to the middle of the mall, if I give them $100, they can print us up 10 shirts. Bet. So that's what we do. We find this black dude in the middle of the mall in Roanoke, Virginia. And when we was in the hotel before we went to the mall, he said, hey man, what do you want to say on your shirts? He said you should say stop rapping over vocals. Now, I'm not the first person to rant about rapping over vocals. I'm not the first person to stop rapping over vocals. But I do feel like I'm the leader of the movement because I carry the torch really seriously. But, so I didn't want to bite nobody and say stop rapping over vocals. But I was like, you should say real MCs don't rap over vocals. So big shout out to my man Illadope. You know what I'm saying? He out there in Colorado. He is the person who designed the original Real MCs Don't Rap Over Vocals logo. Right? Boom. So he makes 10 shirts, right? Pay $100, and I sell out of half. I sell half of the shirts when I'm in Roanoke. And then the next day I see my man Cullen on here. I do the show in Charlottesville, and I sell out all the red robe shirts, and I by this time I have my merchandise back. So all right, so just for history's sake, right? The reason why July is International Stop Rapping Over Vocals Month is because July 25th, 4 years ago, I went on this crazy rant. You know what I'm saying? Talk about stop rapping over vocals. The phrase "real MCs don't rap over vocals" of Red Robe, April of 2019. Boom. But so I use Red Robe and Stop Rapping Over Vocals Month, interchangeably, but that just is what it is, right? So that's the etymology of it. So a lot of people, so that's the reason why I say July 25th. Now, when people say, why not make Red Robe all year round? You already know I'm Red Robe all year round. All day, every time I get on stage. I don't care where I'm at. If it's over vocals, rappers around. Like I said, I don't care about the industry. I don't care about the industry normal standards. I care about the culture, right? Let me get on my black, I call me Blast Master Black, like KRS-One. I care about the culture of hip hop. I care about live performance. I care about, MCing. I grew up in the church. My father was a gospel musician. And I can't imagine with people, like the extemporaneous, like off the top singing, the harmonies, the ad libs, the vamping, like that's the best part of the music, right? You're not just singing the words to the song, it's the feelings that you get, right? And so when you rock it without no vocals, you can do so many different things with your voice, blah, 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 blah. So the month of July is pretty much, we commemorate being a real MC, right? And so you have the whole month of July to really lock in and focus on the 4 things that prevents over vocals rap. Vocal cord care, rehearsing, knowing your lyrics, going to sound check, or what have you, and cardio. So those are the 4 main things you can do to prevent being an over vocals rapper, right? You do your cardio, get your breath up, you know what I'm saying? You can, like I said, make sure you take care of your vocal cords, or what have you. You rehearse, so know your set, know your words, and slip my mind again. Go to sound check, right? People always want to complain about sound, but don't never go to sound check. You want to blame it on the mics, but you didn't go to sound check. You don't invest, you know what I'm saying? So that's another, so boom. So July 25th, and this is why we're here, and I'm gonna try to be brief with this. July 25th is the day every year moving forward where all over vocal rappers can lay down the illness, the devil that is over vocals rap, and rebuke it, right? Let me tell you something, man. I know I make a lot of over vocal rappers mad, but, and I don't call nobody out. I you know what I'm saying? If you over vocal rapper, if the shoe fits, get another size. You know what I'm saying? But I don't call nobody out by name. But I'm sure I make a lot of over vocal rappers mad. And not just because I talk about it, because if you get on stage with me, I'm gonna run you off the stage. Period. I'm an elite performer, like battle tested. If it's Killer Mike, if it's KRS-One, Common, I done got on stage and held my own with some legends, right? Boom. So, I talk it in, I back it up, right? Like, I'm a clown over vocal rapper online, and I'm a clown you on stage too. So don't even disrespect me by getting on stage with me. You know what I'm saying? But, so, like, look, I was in East Moline, right? With my man Terrence, with my man True Soul. Soul True, I'm sorry. My voice went out. I still didn't rap over vocals. Now, I didn't do a full set because I didn't want to damage my voice, but Soul True can attest you. I refused to rap over vocals, even though my voice was gone. I could barely talk, and I still got through 3 songs because I'm true to this. I would rather not perform than rap over vocals. That's seriously, right? But anyways, so I don't want to preach to the choir, right? Now, I don't know if any of over vocal rappers are watching, but you might want to tag somebody in this. Listen, I'm gonna be nice right now. Over vocal rappers, you don't have to rap over vocals. Like, it's not that hard to rap without your vocals. When you go into the studio, well, a lot of you niggas punch in now, right? A lot of you niggas punch in. But when you go into the studio, When he really tagged the over vocal rapper, that's hilarious. Hey, and listen. I don't argue over vocal rappers. The only conversation we have is me teaching you how not to rap over vocals. I don't argue with you. Stop being messy, man. Stop being messy, Kent. Stop being messy. But he really doing it. That's hilarious. But I don't argue over vocal rappers. I don't. The only thing I can do is teach you not to rap over vocals. If you're not interested in being the MC, then we have nothing to talk about. But if you want to stand on the truth that is hip hop and the culture and the craft of MCing, then you can't rap over vocals. Period. Now, if you say, Marcel, I'm just an artist, I'm just a rapper, I'm trying to get some money, I don't care, then whatever, you go do what you want to do. You got that. But over here, we do hip hop. So if you want any respect from me or the culture or the craft, you can't rap over vocals. But listen, over vocal rappers, listen, man. You don't have to rap over vocals. I swear to God, it's not that hard. Like, I'm not talking over talks right now. Right? Oh, I got you. All right. Because you do be messy. You do be messy, bro. You do be messy, bro. You've been with that foolishness on Facebook. But I appreciate you. Yeah, right. You don't have to rap over vocals. It's not that hard. Right? If you know your songs, like, even when you don't know the words to your songs, right? You're reading it off of a piece of paper in the studio. You're not rapping over your vocals. If you can spit, even if it's just 8 bars at a time in the studio, without rapping over your vocals, I don't understand why you can't do it on the microphone. You don't have to. It's not hard. And it's like we've gotten so lazy, you know what I'm saying, to where we accept anything. Like, you know, I like to troll, I like to joke, but I'm also serious about the culture because I go all around the country. And you know what's sad about it too? I rap around a bunch of white people because I'm an underground rapper. Because for some reason, black people don't listen to underground conscious rap, and that's whatever. But I still tour the country, as you see. I just finished the Black Outside tour. Only one person rapped over vocals the whole tour, and it was a black dude, a 43-year-old hyphy over vocal rapper. So, like, when I'm head first in the culture, where people got their hands in the air, where we got DJing and MCing and breakdancing and graffiti, it's mostly white cats. And they take it seriously. Go up to New England if you want to rap over vocals and see if they don't throw something at you, or they're going to turn their back, or they're going to tell you. Up where I be at, like in New England, different places, I'm not a freestyler. So I don't freestyle because they will be on your top if you spit a written. I think it has a lot to do with cats being nervous and forgetting their words. So I agree with you, Tay. Tay, I'm trying to come out to Phoenix too, so I need to holler at you later. I meant to get at you yesterday. But I agree with you, right? But like, that's the reason why we practice, Tay. That's the reason why we practice. Like long before I recorded anything, had anything recorded since I was 11 years old, the first rapper I ever wanted to mimic was Method Man, right? Method Man is still the coolest rapper in the world. I don't even like all his music. He's a credible artist, but he looks so cool. And so I would get the brush. I just had one while ago. I would get the brush and I would get in the mirror, and whatever ABC 1, 2, 3 raps I had, I would try to rap like Method Man, right? You know, I'm from the era. I don't even know if kids do this anymore because y'all got social media. Do cats freestyle on the back of the bus? Do y'all cipher at lunch? Do y'all bang on the lunch tables? Do y'all bang on the kitchen tables at home and rap? Bus! Rap! Rap! Niggas are scared to rap. I'm not no cipher dude. But I love to rap because I'm an MC. I'm not a freestyle dude. I tour though. I bust. Like, when I get the mic, or if I got, like, I feel like a lion. I feel like a lion. When you rapping, that's one of the few times you got everybody's attention and you can say what the hell you want to say, how you want to say it. And I'm not letting, even my own words, I'm not letting, you want to hear my voice. Period. Period. Because I bust. Like, rap. Don't be scared. You don't have to do that. And if you're not that good, you practice. You practice. Rap is one of the few things where people can get money and make a name without no practice. Y'all see how hard LeBron go? Well, of course, he's a billionaire, but he spends $1 million a year on his body. The Mamba mentality. How Kobe was one of the greatest players. Mike was one of the greatest players. The reason why they was great is because they practiced. They was prepared. They was not scared. They was so confident that they was going to destroy you because they put the time in. So rehearse. Don't be nervous. You don't have to do this. You don't have to rap over vocals. It's simple. Now I know, like, you know, like the scam rap, they not even rhyming, they punching in. Look, I'm not even on some hip hop purists or whatever, but I think even if you ask those dudes, are they MCs, they're going to say no. If you ask these guys, do they make real hip hop, they're going to say no. So we can't use, every time somebody want to make an excuse about somebody rapping over vocals, they use a nigga who's not hip hop, a nigga who probably won't consider himself hip hop, or a nigga who don't consider himself an MC. Right? We got to get back to rapping. Bust. 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 Spit. This like hip hop is an extension of the African oral tradition. Right? So as a black person, right, when we rap, that's an extension of the griots, you know what I'm saying, that happened in the motherland back in Africa. This is a tradition that made it from the Middle Passages to the plantations in this wilderness that we call North America. The way we talk, right? And so for me, when I hear a black person specifically talking about the music industry, which is ran by white supremacists, you're using white supremacist norms that they think that's going to make you rich to justify why you can't continue an African oral tradition. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, Carlos Santana would sound crazy playing guitar over guitar tracks. Imagine if Miles Davis played his horn over his horn. Imagine if Robert Glasper goes out and does a concert and plays piano over piano. Right? Like our voice is our instrument. Imagine if Clyde Stubblefield, the drummer for James Brown, played drums over drum tracks. Come on, man. It don't matter if you a turn-up rapper, a conscious rapper, a backpacker, a trapper, a country rap tunes, nigga. It don't matter, bro. This is still African oral tradition. Respect it. And if you white, it's a black culture. It's a black art form. Respect it. Bust. Bust. You don't have to rap over vocals. It's not that hard. I swear to God, it's not that hard. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Now, to be great at it, you got to put the time in. I'm 435 pounds. Breath control. Big nigga. Still moving. I'm doing 45 to 50 minute sets. Sometimes an hour if the Holy Ghost hit me. Never had a hype man. Alfred might come out and do trap hop with me or boss with me. Never had a hype man. Ever had a hype man. So this, I'm 38. Never had a hype man. My voice be going out. Still busting. Cause I'm an MC. We gotta love this culture. We gotta love this art form, man. Real MCs do not rap over vocals. Point blank, period. Now look, as you see, my family is coming back. I gotta get on down. Maybe another time I'll be able to continue this. But look, while we on here, I'm doing a show called Boom Bap Wednesdays at the Hubbly Bubbly Cafe in Oklahoma City on Wednesday, right? They're calling this the Red Rove Edition. Like, I sold, this year alone, I probably sold 100 Red Rove, I probably sold about 100 Red Rove t-shirts. 150 Red Rove t-shirts. This tour alone. So we can't say that like people really care about this, right? Like, I didn't ask them to make this the Red Rove Edition. They made this on their own because they know I'm coming through, right? Like, promoters know not to put, except for the nigga in Oakland, niggas know not to put over vocal rappers on the stage with me. They know I represent the culture. I'm gonna read this comment. Let me see. What you're saying makes perfect sense to us, but to those youngins doing it, it's not the same sensibility or respect for the stage. They saw their favorite artists do it, so they think it's right, and then blame it on the sound system. All right, I'm gonna address this and I'm gonna go because I got to get back home. All right, so I agree with you, right? Whenever somebody says like, "Hey, 21 Savage rapped over vocals, he's famous, he popping, blah 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 blah," I always show them the video of Jay-Z who refuse rapping over vocals. Ain't no rapper you can name right now that's more successful career-wise than Jay-Z. And if Jay-Z refuses to rap over vocals, niggas ain't got no excuse. You know what I mean? Ed, I feel like it's up to Ed. I'm sorry. Either Assassin. I'm about to say Ed the Mad Assassin. I really feel like I'm 38 years old. It's up to me, as a person born in the early 80s, it's up to me to show these youngest how it's done. Right? So I'm going to teach you how to do it. I'm going to give you the opportunity to do it. A lot of people say, nobody ever told me not to rap over vocals. So if we got young boys around us, not only we have to tell them, show them how not to rap over vocals, show them the different ways they can prevent it, and when we get on stage, run them niggas out the room if they rapping over vocals. Show them it's a better way. And I'm gonna say this one last thing. I'm for real. It behooves you to be a good live performer, because streams don't pay nothing, right? And ain't nobody going to the store to buy CDs anymore. If you're an unsigned independent artist, for the most part, you're going to make your money doing live shows, right? I can't name, as an independent touring artist who travels all over the country, I can't name one over vocal rapper who tours. Every over vocal rapper I know, they super duper local, and they doing pay to play shows, or they doing showcase open mics, or it's somebody that's famous who's not an MC. But I don't know one over vocal rapper who tours like I did this summer. Not one. Period. Point blank, period. So you know what rhymes with over vocals? Local. And if you're going to make money as an independent artist, touring artist, you cut your chances of getting booked, because nobody wants to go pay to see an unsigned independent over vocal rapper. You know what I'm saying? Now, you go to the hood clubs, yes, they don't care about that type of stuff, right? But if you call yourself an MC, but most people who rap at only hood clubs, they don't tour. They don't tour. Niggas who go rap at Bella Noche, niggas who rap at Bella Noche in Baton Rouge don't tour. These little dudes called J.O., so they disrespect him too. They really don't know shit. My fault. Either Mad Assassin. My fault, dog. I apologize, man. I keep thinking about Big Ed the Assassin, and I see it. So my fault. Either Mad Assassin. But hey, but you know what? People will make it about money, though, E. People will make it about money. And so if we talking, okay, so look, if you want to get all capitalist and blah, 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 and do people's marriage on money, ain't none of them young, they can disrespect Hov, but Hov got more paper than everybody. And if you in it for the money, then that should matter, right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, real talk. But look, I appreciate you listening to me rant. Hopefully I can put this back up on I can download it and put it up on my YouTube. Real MCs don't rap over vocals. That's been my address. Over vocal rappers, you don't have to do it. There is a better way. Holla at me, I swear to God. Like I had, before I left Baton Rouge, I had a dude hit me up. He said, hey man, I want to start doing shows, but I don't want to rap over vocals. I linked up with him. I did some rehearsals with him. And you know what I'm saying? I was able to like give him some pointers to where he don't have to rap over vocals. You get me on the Zoom, we can do a consultation or whatever. And if you come to my show, I'll put on the clinic. If I come to your city and rap, and you ain't never seen a nigga get busy without vocals, I'll come to your city. If you're on the bill with me, I'm gonna run you up. First of all, if I come do a show in your city, you're not gonna be on the bill with me, because no self-respecting promoter is gonna put me on the bill with an over vocal rapper. They not. You know what I'm saying? They not. So, but if you want to see how it's done with no vocals, I'll show you how it's done. Period. You know what I mean? You're right, E. Hey, but we gotta do the work though, bro. We gotta do the work. You know what I'm saying? Like I can tell you so many artists who, like, let's say I do a show and they rap up a vocals, they'll come apologize to me later. Or they'll say, Marcel, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to do that. Or they'll say, Marcel, one time you told me not to rap up a vocals, I never done it again. I hear that a lot. Hundreds of people, literally, across the country, right? So we still got to do the work, right? Boom. So the people that we can touch, the people who are listening, who actually do care, we got to show them how it's done. We OGs now. We older now. You know what I mean? And so we've done our part. You know what I'm saying? So now it's time to teach. And I'm so comfortable where I am as an artist and as an MC, as a performer. I don't mind sharing, because I care about the culture, because I don't want the culture just to be tight when I'm there. When I leave, You know what I'm saying? I want to make my positive contribution, right? So if I can tell people to step their game up and be better performers, I'm going to do it all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Oklahoma City, we got the Red Rover edition of Boom Bap Wednesdays at Hubbly Bubbly Cafe. Doors open at 8 o'clock, I want to say. Hey, I got the Red Rover shirts on Bandcamp, marcelpblack.bandcamp.com. Boom. I'm going to get on out of here. I'll have my hobby freedom.